Hey, y'all, let me log out. I'm doing 5,000 things. Where do I need to be at? Clear that off there. Good evening. How are you? Good evening. I know you can't tell because I get on here and smile, but right now I am really going through something. But it ain't nothing y'all can do. Ain't nothing nobody could do. We all have life in us. And here I am putting on a smile like ain't nothing going on. But little do you. Yeah, okay. Okay. I am the ambassador of Don't Let Life You. It be life in me. It really be life in me. Happy Thursday. Sorry, y'all. I went to work. This is my first time sitting down. Took me a quick little shower. One of the hardest working old ladies you know. How have I been? Rose with Thorns. Life has been lifing me. You know, just regular stuff. I was a surrogate for somebody. Do you know that? I don't know if you know that or not. So we would use this one. That was like 3 weeks. No, 2. That would be 3 weeks. Going on 3 weeks ago. Okay, we are up and running. Took me a minute to get there. No, not that button, that button, that button. Come on, let's do it. Why ain't you working? It ain't working. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. Hello, Roberto. Honey, what work do you do? Maybus? Do I ask you what work you do? If I don't care what work you do, why do you care what work I do? I'm just trying to figure it out. If I don't care what you're doing, I see all these people every day, and the last thing that comes to my mind is what work do they do? You know why? Because that's not my business. How do I look asking anybody what they have going on? What type of sense would that make as me being a human just like them in their business? Why would I be in somebody's business like that? Now, unless they displayed that business or put that business in front of me, or, you know, why would I do that? Oh my God, you guys, let's put a prayer, a heart, something in the chat. One of our friends' mother went to heaven. OMG. Wait a minute, let me make sure I'm reading this right. She has, but my brother went against it and resuscitated her. Wait a minute. I went all last night and my mom, wait a minute, no, wait a minute. Hold on, wait. I think I might have read that right. wrong. Wait a minute. My mom thinking my mom passed till I went to clean her. Wait a minute. Hey, Granny, let me tell you. My mom passed yesterday and she had a DNR, but my brother went against it and resuscitated her. Went on last night, my mom thinking, till I cleaned her body and she was sitting up in the bed. Oh, okay, no. Okay, the mom didn't pass. The mom almost passed, but they so that really happened or it was a dream? I want to make sure I understand. Well, she did. I'm glad if she didn't pass, regardless if I'm misunderstanding or not. Amen to that. Amen to that. I'm not upset, but there's so many ways to start a conversation. Just say, hello, how are you? You see I'm sitting here reading the comments, and I'm the type of person where I don't need you to give me $10 to read your comment. I don't put up my Cash App. I'm here because I'm rocking with you guys, and I'm trying to build a nice little community. Now, this is how it works. This is how my page works. You respect me, I'll respect you. You'll disrespect me, I'll disrespect you back. And that's what it is. Now, if you're going to say some things about me, say real things. Say true things. I accept the truth, okay? And I'm willing and I take criticism. But what you're not going to do, you're not going to treat me bad. You're not going to come on here and talk it sideways. You're not, because I don't do that to you. I'm a whole grown woman. So if you want to come on here and hang out, we'll get to know each other every time. Like, see, this young lady, Princess Jungle now, see, we know each other. We've built a rapport. So you see how I already know her mother has something going on. I'm misunderstanding what she's texting me, but we've built a rapport, so I know my people. So either you're going to be my people or, that's it. I don't know. I'll say the truth. You're mad pretty. Thank you, Superman son. You guys subscribe to my channel. This is what I do. I give life lessons and I give it whatever means necessary. Any video I do, whatever it is, I'm dropping gems. I'm dropping whatever. So now people just don't want to hear me say, oh, don't do this, don't do that. So what I do, I use people online that are crashing out, and I use them as examples, so that way it will be relatable to you. The gems I drop ain't for everyone. If they're not, walk away. But I guarantee there's at least something in one of my videos you can relate to, agree with, or you might just needed to hear that. So that's the type of person I am. I'm never going to change. That's what this page is always going to be about. So either you like it or you don't. Am I a Texan? No, I'm not, but I have been. So today would be a good day. Who wants to ask me questions? Ask Granny questions. What would you like to know? And I'm not going to answer every question. I'm not, because I'm a private person. But if it's something that if it's public knowledge or I think it could help somebody, I will definitely share. I am a farm girl that lives in the city now. I will clarify that. I'm like kind of all over the place. I got either you love me or you hate me. That's just kind of how it works. Honey means happy Thursday. You guys, we have made it through another week. We got to give ourselves props. We have made it through another week. And as small as that seems to us, that means something. We have made it through another week. Hey, Daniel. Yes, guys, we have made it through another week. Amen, amen, amen. I like Texans and farm girls. I'm a farm girl that turned into a city girl, but I need to get back into that farm life. You guys, I'm getting me a mini pony when it's all said and done. Hey, Alfredo. Alfredo in the house. Subscribe. Don't talk about it. Be about it. I'm in the UK. Thank you, honey bun. Let's see. Hold on. Okay. No, I don't want to discard changes. I don't want to do that. Cancel. Oh, why ain't it giving me other options? Come to Mexico, I'll take care of you. Well, I don't want nobody to take care of me. I don't want nobody to take care of me. I am not that type of girl. No, thank you. If I wanted and I'm not the prettiest girl, but let me tell you something. If I wanted a man to take care of me, I could have been wifed up a long time ago. A long, 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 long time ago. That there does not define me. If I find a man, it's going to be because we really love each other, not because I'm looking for a good D or any of that, you know. Let me tell you how my father explained life to me. Let me tell you. Give me a second. You guys subscribe. So let me tell you how my father, I used to go to church and met quite a few people from America. Oh, that's nice. To know me is to love me, baby. To know me is to love me too. I'm a little bit different, but I am all right. I got a good side, I got a bad side. Which one do you want first? I got a good side and a bad side. My good side is beautiful and my bad side is dark. She is a dark little girl. No, not dark little girl. Let me take that back. She's a dark grown woman. No little girl here. That came out really wrong. Like I have some type of psychological issue. No. She's just dark. We'll leave it there. She's a little rough around the edges. A little rough around the edges. So the man I'm going to be with has to be a little rough around the edges. But this little rough is going to be beneficial to us. Yeah, I just don't date to date. I just don't date to say I have a boyfriend. I just don't do that. Everything I do, I try to do it with purpose. Jungle Nile, I'm so glad to hear that. You was freaking me out. You see, I'm like, let's put a heart in the chat. I'm like, yeah. And I already know you're going through some things. You know what I'm saying? That just, oh. Can I send you money like a good loser? What? I don't know about that conversation. I'm rough around the edges. Well, I'm rough around the edges too. So that makes the two of us. Hey, P-Beast. Happy Thursday, P-Beast. We have made it through a whole nother week. Let's just call this thing a thing. We have made it through another week. I'm new here. Hope the day has treated you well, sweetie. No, not really. I don't want to lie. No, my day is never, ever, 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 ever. I can't even think of the last time my day treated me nicely. I don't even know what that consists of, but here I am. I don't have nice days. I've never had a nice day. I'm not being funny. I'm being truthful. But we have to smile. You know, some of us can't, girl, we almost there. One more day. Amen, amen. Sometimes we just can't help the cards we were dealt. And the cards I was dealt drive me out of my mind. Every single day, all day long, from the minute I wake up to the minute I go to bed. Boy, when I say ugly. Couldn't nobody have that amount of chaos and turmoil in their life and smile. It's impossible to smile because there's nothing good about any of it. That's all I'm saying. And then I have the nerve. Just hear me out. The madness. Then I have the nerve to try to turn around and help other people, save other people, when I can't even save or correct my own situation. That's weird, right? A little weird. Yes, we are almost there, P Beast. I can't wait. Go to church Sunday. Have a good day, Alfredo. Nice to meet you. You do a good job keeping it in from what I've seen this far. Yeah, you learn to cope with things. You know, you can't always, it's all throughout my day. I have ugly faces. I'm letting you know I'm making ugly faces. But like right now, this is my time where I just, once I get off here, I go right back to Hell. But right now, this is my woosah moment. My woosah moment. I'm about to go on strike. These kids better learn how to wash their own clothes. I've been washing clothes. Oh, Pete Beast, let me tell you this FS. Hey, Donnie. So let me tell you this FS, okay? Let me tell you, you guys see my suntan? That's so trashy. Look how light I am in real life. I ain't always been this light, y'all, but yeah, I'm light right now. So, hey, I'm on live. My sister's son broke the washer, the dryer, and nobody broke the refrigerator, but the refrigerator too. Cannot make this up. Dryer's up and running. Refrigerator's up and running. I tried to have him fix the washer. Washer was unfixable, so now I just got to get a new washer. God puts people through tough times. He wants us just for his own purpose. Every time you get annoyed, think of this. And you know, listen, I've heard that 1,000 times. I just don't think that's true. I don't. I used to think it was true, and to some extent. Like I said, I believe in something, but I don't know what I believe in at this point. I am going to say this, and I'm going to walk away. I don't need nobody to say anything else back to me. They say the higher power is not a vengeful person, okay? They say the higher power will take you there, but not take you there. And all I'm saying is I beg to differ. That's all I'm saying. It's all I'm saying. I understand what purpose, and I understand, and I understand, and I understand. But I have watched people suffer in such ways. The majority of these people were not bad people. I've watched children suffer. Not I've watched. Take that, rephrase that. I know children, just like you guys know, have children that have suffered. I've just seen a lot. It's no different than this good person coming down with the C word, or this child being born with the C word, or I'm just throwing things out there. And I understand what you're saying, and I understand what we're told, but to see people suffer like that, I will never have no understanding. Not everybody, no, I don't know. Hey, channel. I call you Chanel. I like Chanel better. I feel you. I believe very similar. You know, does anybody understand where I'm going with this? I don't need you to agree with me. Because like I said, we are, and I will never force anybody to believe anything I believe or think the way I think or anything like that. But do you guys understand what I'm saying? To see the amount of suffering around the world. Let me rephrase this. Suffering around the world. We got wars where children are getting, it's like some real deal battlefield stuff going on in the world. And over half these people are so innocent and deserve nothing. I mean, bad, horrible things. I don't know. I don't know. You see what I'm saying? How can I stand behind that when I know how the world really suffers? I don't know if I can do that. Hey, Big. I don't know. I'd like to think what we were told, and yeah, that sounds good, and yeah, it makes you sleep good at night. But reality is that true? And I'm not doubting you. I'm just saying it in a pondering way. But they say the good pass young. They do. But then, I could see if, and let me say this. The good pass young, but the good pass at any age. Just like the bad do. So it's kind of like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I can't put a hand on it. I just can't put a hand on it. Now, this is me growing up in the church when I was little. And like I say, maybe it's just because I've seen certain things or I've allowed my mind to research certain things and then end up all over the place. And like I said, one thing about learning, you're going to end up here, you're going to start here, you're going to go 50,000 places, and you're never going to really get a direct answer. You just have to take the information you have and put it together to come up with the correct answer. So it's just kind of like, I don't know. I don't know. Just like I was told we go to heaven, but do I believe that? You know, I say that we do, but do I necessarily believe that? I don't want to be a liar. I see what you mean. I had a couple of years in my mid-20s. I had so much happen to him. Channel. That's why I don't tell my business on here, because for one, you guys wouldn't understand it. For two, you wouldn't be ready for the truth. For three, there's not nothing you can suggest to me to fix my problems that I haven't already done. For four, this would have had you hooked on some type of pharmaceutical. You really ain't ready. So if I have all this experience and I'm not ready, don't think you would be ready. Now here's the gist of it all. There's people out there that have way worse than me going on. Way worse. What I'm talking about is nothing, but it's something. Way worse. And it's one thing when we go out there and make our own problems, but it's something else when we've just been thrown some cards and we never got to pick our hand. And I'm sorry to hear that. But you see, I get it. I'm from that wild street life. So I totally, and I'm sure maybe that situation is probably different how it happened to you. But you hear me say all the time, people try to take Granny down over this many times. I got wounds. I mean, like, I get it. Life is ugly. Life is ugly. Ugly, 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 ugly. I would like to think that because that's what I'm told. Like I said, I believe there's something. But I think what we're being told it is. We're going by word of mouth. This is all I'm going to say. We're going by word of mouth and books somebody else has written. There hasn't been enough things dug up for me to, I don't know. I know I'm a good person. Well, I know I've been a horrible person. Horrible. Deplorable. Savage. Life ruining. Thought I was better than. Understatement. Mistreated people. Understatement. All about self. Understatement. Thought I was better than. Understatement. Hey, Jose. How are you? And just because I've done this in my community and done that in my community, it doesn't take away from the things I've done. I've done good. I've done bad. I've probably done way more bad than I've done good. Let's just, let's call that thing a thing. I can guarantee that. Not no probably. I can guarantee that. Yeah, one thing about it, I'll never lie. There's, I'm just not gonna lie about certain things. I'm never gonna act like I was just this perfect person. I was not. No, never. Never. Are you part of the beef sector? No, I just did commentary. I don't listen. I'm a grown woman. I'm not part of nothing. I've done video, and I'm not being disrespectful to you. And I'll tell you how I get down. Whoever I've started watching on YouTube, I still watch all the same people. I hold no hard feelings. I hold no grudges. Even the people I do videos on, I like them. I'm not part of any sector. I don't argue with people. I get your mind right, but I don't argue. There ain't no back and forth. I say what I say, and that's it. Um, I don't really give anybody a reason to disrespect me. And even those I do commentary on, I'm only telling what you told. I don't follow behind people. I don't need a crowd of people. If I rock with you, I rock with you. If I don't, I don't. That's how that works. But no, I've done commentary on, I guess, certain people do commentary on certain things, whatever it is. So I was in something like that, but it was never, We all have done some very bad things, but this is why God is so good, because he forgives us. That's what we're told. Ask God for forgiveness and do better and move forward. I'm not dwelling on it. So don't think I'm over here beating myself down like, woe is me. I'm definitely not doing that. I accept who I am in my full glory. I regret nothing. Good things, bad things, whatever it is. I'm so don't think I'm over here like, oh my God. I'm not. I'm really not. I might be bothered about present day mistakes I'm making, but I'm not. I did what I did. I can take back nothing, and I regret nothing. That might not be the answer nobody wants to hear, but so there's some things I shouldn't have done, many of them. But I am not in California. I'm just a realist. It's kind of like it just is what it is, and it ain't what it ain't. And Nick, why did you ask me that? I mean, I'm trying to figure it out. You give me basketball celebrity wife vibes. You really don't know people until you hear their story. All right. Want to hear a story? Quick rundown. I get so sick of saying it, but I have to say it because I don't have to, but I'm just a real, so I'll say it. I mean, there shouldn't be no drama. I don't understand. I don't really do that. I just kind of read you right to move on. And nasty mouth, I got a potty mouth. Don't disrespect me, I won't disrespect you. That's how it works. Because I handle myself as a grown woman. So I don't really give anybody reason to disrespect me. I treat everybody with utmost respect. So when you go outside those guidelines, since I stand so strong on who I am, it ain't going down like that. I'll let you know the type of you really are. So ain't about drama. I don't even do drama. I don't even hang around with women. So all this YouTube drama and all this arguing, I ain't never argue with nobody. I ain't never argued with nobody in real life. Like the way y'all be trying to talk to me, people never talk to me like that. Like, you definitely would not be doing none of that in person. Call him. Call ICE. Call him. Call him. Call them. Call them. Look at Wes Cruz. Wes Cruz, one thing you gotta learn. Listen, you are so petty. Let me tell you something. Who are we to make decisions for somebody else's life. You can call who you want to call, big dog. I will never beg you not to. Call them. Call them. But I want you to realize this. Don't do nothing you don't want done into your own family. Real talk. Because just like you go out there and touch someone else's family, someone's employment, you're the type of person calling people's job, calling people's landlords. That's you. That's you. Don't be mad when somebody or something reaches out and touches your family. Because just like you affected someone's family or somebody's something, don't think it won't be done to you. That's all I'm saying. Call them. Call them. Call them. Like pouring out into the Romica case. She was 31 years old, a family, a very good woman. Look, her life is gone. Potty mouth. Yep, same. That's right. I have to check into that. Just roaming, and she is an enigma. I'm an imperfect person. Did I kick you off your chat, my chat, or did someone else kick you off my chat? Or do you get kicked off the chat yourself by YouTube? If you got kicked off, perhaps you did something, because I really don't kick people off. So, if you did, you always got a chance to come back around. So did I kick you off? Did a mod kick you off? Or did YouTube kick you off? If you got kicked off, why did you get kicked off? So don't pull up on me like, do you remember? Are you checking me? What are you doing? What are you doing? I don't understand what you're doing. That's what I be talking about. You just can't come in here and say hello. Don't be confrontational. Don't do that. I bite back. Don't do that. I'm a woman that has a hard life. Just come in and say, hey, girl, what you doing? You don't like me, you don't like me. Leave. If you like me, stay. I don't care. I take my disabled mom, and this young lady came to my house today. Oh, yeah? Yes, that's why you got kicked out of the chat, because you're like 8. Yep. You can't be here, baby. You cannot be here. You can sit there and watch, but, you know, where's your parents at? Who sounds totally white? Yeah, I get tired of that arguing and screaming and fussing. Like, don't even make me come out of my character. I don't know. Things I experience on here, I don't experience in real life. I never have. Ain't nobody walking up to me talking crazy and... Beast, yep, seemed like I took a play out of your playbook. I asked her, what are your nationality? What's my nationality, or whose nationality? The lady that came to my house. Oh, you can really tell the unhappy people. They do. Pink Diamond, they say the dumbest stuff. And you hear me say that all the time. You're just really unhappy in life. If you're going to say something about me, listen. I'm so imperfect. What else do you want? My life is... What else do you want? I'm going through things you couldn't even handle. And have been for 30... No, my whole life. What else do you want? Been in the streets. Never in the house. Never used my body. What do you want? I've managed stores. I've had a kid on TV. Magazine. What do you want? My other children are... And even the one that I'm talking about. We're all imperfect. I got a couple crashing out. We just crash out in different ways. That's all. She said her mom is white, Irish, and her father was black. Oh, the person that came to your house? My dad has Irish in him. My dad has a lot of stuff in him too, just like my mom. I actually have African in me, two different types. I have a couple different types of Asians. I have Spanish. I have Indian. Two different types from two different parts of the. I remember my mother's foreign. So it's not like people in my family. Only my dad's side of the family is white. My mother's people, that's why I'm so many nationalities, because they were breeding with other countries around them. I can't help I was raised to use logic instead of emotion. Well, I use logic myself. But I have a lot of savage in me. So logic just goes out the window often. You want me to lie? I don't want to be a liar. The older I've gotten, I like to stay home and out the way. What state you live in? Texas got the beat. The best barbecue? I don't eat barbecue. It is good though, but I don't eat it. Are you bilingual? No, I'm not. My father met my mother and took my mother to where he was, around other American people. I watched from the skybox the other day while I was out. Your daughter is beautiful. Oh, she was looking crazy that day. She ain't want to do it, but she said, she's like, you know what? Let's run it. I said, well, let's run it then. I said, all right. Her little big forehead self. I don't like her with those crazy eyelashes on, but she wear different. I like one little strip eyelashes that look natural, a little thin, with the point in the right here. She like them thick with certain updos. She had a little ponytail, and I made her take it out. And look, here I am with the ponytail, but she likes that. Cutest smile. Have a good evening. Thank you, Roger. Same here, too savage at times when I shouldn't be. I'm telling you. And my daughter herself, and actually she's darker than that, but everybody thinks because I look a certain way that my children look a certain way, or they have a certain type of hair, or and that's just not it. I love her personality. If you pay attention, she's just like me. She has that same. She is just like me. Either she's going to be your best friend or your worst enemy. But her mannerisms, all of that. She's a very good mom. She tries her best. Sometimes I have to sit back and I'm the type of mom I'd like to be in all my children's business. But I also realize I have to let my children go through things because I won't always be here to give them the answer. And I don't know if you heard, we were discussing a situation with my grandson, right? He went to a bigger school with the bigger kids, and he's trying to be thugged out up there, right? And not thugged out, I'm over exaggerating, but cutting up, okay? So he's chasing around the other kids, everybody kind of bullying them, because he got that. I don't know if y'all seen, but one has like a little Asian body, and the other one is like an American, okay? So the children be teasing him, and he just got to the point where he's putting his hands on people. It's what he's doing. It is what the boy is doing. He didn't let his grades get bad and everything. He got the grades back up. I don't know if anybody was on live, but he was making sure I seen those grades was back up. Him not realizing his mother is my daughter, so I already know what the grades are doing. But he made sure he showed me. But even things like that, I want to run in and rescue and give guidance and stuff like that, but I have to stand back and I have to let her and their father figure it out. That is their child. They have to parent their child. The things are, now if it's something serious, I'm going to come in. But these are things that you have to learn. You know, if you can't control your child, you know, I'm all mixed up. Grandfather African American, grandmother white. Did you hear him, Channel, when he got besides himself? When he was saying, what was he saying? Whoever it was that told on him, he was talking about the person like he was poor, the teacher, trying to say he had holes in his pants and wearing the same clothes, and kind of like, how dare that man call my dad when he's just kind of like this. And I don't know if you heard me telling them, I'm like, what the fuck do that mean? Like, if you wasn't doing things you wasn't supposed to be doing, that man had, that's a dog. You know what I'm saying? That's a, what? His outfit have to do with anything, or his bag, or his bank account. I'm trying to figure out what nobody had to step to your dad like that if you wasn't living like a savage. Don't check him. Don't worry about him. Worry about how you living. Yeah. Well, no, it wasn't even a teacher. It was just somebody that handles the lunchroom and the lunch detention, and I guess the after school detention. So I guess he's one of the monitors in the lunchroom. Hey, Sean. That's one thing out of the whole conversation that really just stuck with me. And do you remember he called him a white man? He addressed him to me like a white man. He's like, yeah, the white man. What? Why did it matter what color the man was? I don't think it mattered what color he was. Like, his arms was all swinging. I wanted to turn the camera, but I was just too lazy. My mouth was hurting. And the meanwhile, I got this one kid that was, I ended the live because I was supposed to homeschool somebody. And the whole time they was texting me, and then they called me on that last, like right towards the end of the live. I was getting ready to get off anyways. But that's how the live got ended. But yeah, he's sitting there saying, he's like, yeah, he was white. His clothes he be wearing the same thing. What the fuck did that mean? And then he running around, y'all ain't even pay attention. They run around with $7,500 book bags, and that ain't even their most expensive bags. He got $650 shoes. You know what I'm saying? So obviously you have let your lifestyle get above you because you think somebody below you can't check you as an adult. I know you in line. Naysay, y'all, is one of those people that we talked about earlier. One of those people, and just needs some attention. We get it. We understand. Yeah, but yeah, you know. And once again, I'm listening, and as the grandmother, it's my job to listen. You have a mother and a father. Now I'm sitting here, you know, I already know the grades are up. When things happen, my kids call me right away. So I already know what's popping off. Oh, and by the way, their teachers call me. I actually handle phone calls for the grandchildren from any teacher. So 99% of the time, I'm telling the mother. So not only do they call, the mother and father are not in the same home. So we're getting different phone calls. I handle the mother's phone calls, and the father gets his own set of phone calls. They just don't call one parent. So, sound like a police. Yeah, so that's all. But as a grandparent, it's my job to listen. And I'm going to listen, and I'm going to correct. And if something needed to be stepped up, if I needed to step in and handle something and something wasn't going the way it was supposed to, I would have been said something. But your parents are parented, you got your grades back up. But I'm going to sit here and listen to the story. But at the same time, I'm not going to let you disrespect an adult that was doing what he was supposed to be doing and you wasn't doing what you was supposed to be doing. Now, we're going to have the conversation and all that, but, you know, at the same time, I'm still the monarch of this family. So, you know, I'm going to let you know, I ain't got to curse you out. I ain't got to hurt your feelings. You know, now if you need it, I break you off right. But, you know, I hope through this conversation, you walk away knowing you was doing crazy stuff. The kid, my grandson. Hey, Crystal. Yeah, he was a little besides himself. And then I'm sitting here, and I already know that the children haven't, they ain't had the greatest life, but they definitely ain't had the worst life. And I'm just sitting here and I'm just, I just take things in. That's all I do. And either A, I talk to my grandchildren directly about it, which 99% of the time, because I'm that woman. But I also talk to my children, so whatever was talked about that day, don't think it ain't been talked about before. But the reason I went ahead and continued to go live, because I want you guys to see, we are imperfect people. We have things going on in our life just like everyone else. But the moral of the story is we're not giving up. We're not quitting. We're not working. There's our team ain't big, but there is a team of us. And we're trying our best. We could have walked away. We could have said F it. The daddies could have been like, you know what? And daddies, I'm just talking about like me and my daughter. Them are my children, okay? I have my own dads, and my daughter has her husband, So yeah, we have different men we're dealing with and everybody's involved. And once again, everything ain't perfect, but we have fathers involved. You know what a blessing that is? Nobody's fatherless. Now, nobody might have the best dad, but nobody's fatherless in my family. So it's nice to have that backbone. It's nice to have that support. And listen, this is my thing. If you can't be the father you need to be, financially be the father. One of those ways, we prefer both. But either you going to do both or you going to do one. But we don't mess with those type of men where we have to worry about those things. We might have to worry about other things, but we don't have to worry about those things. Oh yeah, my grandson, he was besides himself, child. And that's why I was asking the question. See, y'all wasn't even paying attention. Y'all thought I was just having meaningless conversation. That's why I was asking my grandchildren, well, what color do you consider yourself? Because you're saying white like it's a bad thing or embarrassing thing. And seeing how you got a white grandpa, I'm trying to figure out how you're even. And I know how you love my dad. So I'm trying to figure out, you know what I'm saying? So. And that's why I was trying to get you to see, being mixed and being whatever. And that's why I had my daughter explain what it's like being mixed. That's what really happens. I just be trying to give you just real life, what I can show you every now and then. So it's real. Because sometimes when you just hear it out of one person's mouth, you're like, oh, that person's just fronting. Oh, that person's just lying. Oh, no. So that video right there should show you that everything I have ever said has always been true. I am who I am. I've done what I've done. My children are my children. I'm an imperfect person. Yes, I do help others. You heard my daughter say, I did things men could never do. I was a good mother. I was a protective mother. I took care of them in this certain type of way. Yes, people were coming to the house. Yes, people was unalive. Yeah. Oh, no. Talking over my grandchildren head? Oh, no. Oh, no. My grandchildren are smart. Smart. That's what I'm saying. So I never try to, and yeah, it was going in 5 different directions. But when you're dealing with, here's me. I'm a certain age. Here's my daughter. She's a certain age. She got her children. So all of us have different personalities. All of us are doing different things. Y'all don't even know, but the big grandson is a whole going church boy. Both my grandchildren are actually A and B students. So, well, right now the little one that was talking all the junk, he's a B and C student. He got the grades back up. But we're imperfect people. It just life says. You know what I'm saying? Or situations arise, or I'm not no better than anybody. I can only share what I learned, share what I've been through, share, you got to remember, I'm in my 50s. So, just like, you guys remember when we were 10, how we viewed things. Imagine when we were 15, you see how that changed? Imagine the way you were thinking at 10, And imagine what meant something to you when you turned 20. Now imagine what meant something to you, or what you thought you understood when you were 20, when you turned 30. You thought you were that when you was 30, but when you get 40, you're like, oh man, I was dumb. And then when you get 50, you're like, oh. Then when you get 60, and you're still learning. And we're still learning more and more and more and more every single day. And that was sugar coated. That was a sugar coated version. My family is rough. You see how I was acting earlier? My daughter, she's a savage just like that. She's probably 10,000 times worse. You think we don't crash out? But we just crash out in different ways. But that's because we came from a different lifestyle. We're just rough. That's all. Joshua, Harry Bush vibes never. There's another one of those people. Josh, let me give you the game. In the past year, I can count these hands how many times I've shaved myself. Okay, and I'm not a rich woman, but I pay for what I want. I have a person that bathes me and shaves me. That's why you'll see the hair will be kind of... Now, she might not give the massage, and she might not wash my hair and do my eyebrows and all this extra stuff, but it's the basic things she still does. So if you see a little hair under here, it's just because she came over, okay? Because I don't have time to fit her in. So you're just desperate, and you just want to talk. You have no life. You have no activities. You feel bad about yourself, so you're trying to make me feel bad, but you don't realize I'm built different. I've come from a whole different lifestyle, a whole different mindset. You see how that works? I'm just saying. That's right, Deborah. Still learning. And this is where you become the problem with the minute you think you know it all. That's funny. You know it all, but a 90-year-old don't know it all. But we were all those people where we all thought we knew it all and still continue to think we know it all till we get another decade on us and we're like, what means something to you now ain't gonna mean in 5 years, 10 years. Man, everything around here keep going dead, y'all. I hate it. I don't know why I'm not plugged up. I don't know why I'm not charging. Yeah, y'all. My daughter's trying to go back to college again, child. I ain't mad at it. I am not mad at it. Yeah, alrighty. Okay. I'm built different, but okay. If it makes you feel good to say it, hey. Okay. Alrighty. Alright. Who am I to ruin your day and how you're trying to rebuild yourself to feel like somebody? Who am I? Okay, I'm dusty, I'm dirty, I'm hairy. My voice is like a man. I'm broke. I live in the garage. My children ain't got no father. I'm on food stamps. You know, whatever. Okay. Is there anything else I left out that you could possibly say? Okay. If you say this true, okay. Okay. There, I stopped you. You don't even have to go through it anymore. I've said it all for you. I'm bottom of the barrel. No man wants me. I'm old. I'm ugly. Well, okay. Let me help you so you don't waste any more of your time. Because your time is so important. I feel so low about myself. I am the worst woman in the world. I'm broke. Nobody wants me. I'm ugly. I'm jealous. I'm a hater. What else, baby? What? Okay, are we done here? I said it all. My father always said, I lived your age, you haven't lived mine. Amen. Good for her, good for her. You're a beautiful lady. Some dummy actually sent $500 to her GoFundMe. And let me tell you something. I ain't knocking them. I've been hearing that all day. People been telling me that all day. Hey, Samaya. Roland, I said thank you, honey bun. People are going to do that. You're going to run into suckers. You know, you're just... What we got to do, we can't worry about what's in anybody else's pocket in real life. Commentary is commentary. A storyline is a storyline. Somebody's crash out is a crash out. At the end of the day, we just shouldn't even really care what's in anybody's pocket. And especially a mother. We don't care. It doesn't matter how she takes care of the children. It don't matter if she begs. Once there's children involved, you know, messing with her money, that's like messing with her kids. Even though she ain't spending it on her kids like she should be, whatever it is. Just certain things are just off limits. That's to me. Now, it's up to anybody who does whatever. Yeah, I ain't mad at it. I mean, real life, she really needs 500. So, you know, that's the reality of that. Well, see, because this is it, Samaya. A lot of people, like me, you, whoever, and I'm explaining to you why this happens. We don't have all day to sit on somebody's live. We don't have all day to watch everybody's video. We're not going to. So, yeah, some are going to slip through the cracks. Because, you know, they might only been there for a couple minutes. When she was acting right or clicked on a video in a live, and on that present minute she was acting right. You know, very few people go back and donate twice. And if they do, is sometimes people will donate, like say someone's desperate in the chat. And I'm not saying this in a bad way. Social media is for people to be social, okay? This is a way for us to interact. Some people will donate just because you pay them a little bit of attention. They needed that. I'm just saying. You guys, I am starving. Oh my God, this grandma is starving. I agree, but spend it wisely. Most likely she won't. And if she don't, you know, it'll just more commentary, I guess. But I don't think she's as broke as she makes it seem. I don't think she's rich, y'all. I know she ain't rich, but ain't none of us rich. But she's running game. She is definitely running game. What am I eating? I'm eating a salad, Deborah. You know how I get down. How dare I have anything that tastes like anything? It's a big salad. I just broke it in half. You know, at the end of the day, this is what you have to realize. She ain't doing right in life. Like any other. And this is the thing. Just because most of our daughters and kids will be acting right at 30, in their 30s, a lot of our kids ain't. 30, it definitely ain't young. Let me clarify that. But, still making a lot of dumb decisions in your 30s. All of us make bad decisions every day. So whatever anybody gives her, whatever it is, or how much money she makes, or whatever it is, she's not in the finance. She's not. I'm sorry. She's not in the proper mindset to do what she's supposed to do. Y'all, I'm not supposed to be eating any of this for 3 months, but you see me. The way you have to look at it, well, I didn't give her the money. The reality is she owes a car note. I don't care if she is on Section 8, low income, whatever it is, she can't manage her money. She can't afford insurance. She can't afford the lifestyle she's trying to live. That's her reality. Now listen, I don't think kids need brand name clothes, even though I've been known to buy them. So I'm not saying this. But she ain't gonna be able to dress Thomas like that too much longer. You want to spend all this other money on stuff. You got boys. You're buying them $5 shirts, $6 shirts. Now, yeah, we'd all like to be able to do that, but in real life, you ain't even clothing them boys properly. I'm sorry to tell you, $5 shirt ain't gonna last on no boy. Last on no boy long enough to even do anything with. Momo got 3 pair of underwear. You went on a cruise, but Momo got 3 pair of underwear. Her words, not mine. You done sat here and went and got your hair done, fast food this, fast food that, whatever. Whatever. And Momo got 3 pair of underwear. You can get underwear from the dollar store. But when your children are your last priority, that's how it works out. That's all I'm saying. And once again, I'm not saying you're rich. But if Momo ain't got more than 3 pair of underwear, I'm just going to start there. So it's kind of like, I can't take that serious. I mean, do you guys think she's doing what she should be doing as a woman? Be honest. I'd like to hear your opinion. And none of us were perfect parents. So we ain't gonna act like we ain't the first to cuss. We ain't the first to... We ain't. Mm-mm-mm. I ain't even mad at it. Listen, it ain't about growing up wearing $100 jeans. It ain't about that. It ain't about having the best car. It ain't about sitting on the best furniture. It ain't about having the biggest house. My father didn't always have money. But one thing I'm going to tell you about my father and my mother, they made sure I had everything I needed. Period. Might not have been the best everything, but guarantee I had everything I needed. Real talk. DJ, let me explain something to you. In real life, first of all, somebody else brought up West India, okay? In real life, if you think I'm worried about it in real life, you're lying to yourself. She's just a way for me to give life gems and make a couple dollars. That's it. That's it. That is it. And that's my right hand to God. That is it. I got my own situations. First of all, I don't give a fuck. Period. 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 I don't even hang with people. I don't. Never did. So all that you're talking to me about, and do you realize how many people I generate going to her? Because I know you think for some reason, you think the whole world know about West Indies. You know how many people find out about West Indies through me and the other commentators? Do you know that? You know it's a universal circle, right? You do know that. But you know how social media, I mean, you're sitting here talking. I mean, I'm just saying. What happened? Talk to me like you got some sense before you even talk to me. Living above your means is chasing the wind. Amen. DJ, if you walk down the YouTube street, a lot of content creators are talking about it. Sean, you know my... Yeah, I need spell check on automatic. This all I gotta say, go pay that heifer's bills. That's what you do. All the energy you putting in over here, go pay that heifer's bills. It's a grown-up conversation we having. Oh, and by the way, baby, I don't even dislike West Indies. So don't. But if you want to F her. Only time I think about her is when I'm making the video. And that's because I got to put her name, stuff like that. Child, you keep thinking that. I ain't even worry about my own children like that. Because I make them stand on their own as an adult. You understand me? We're different. You, see what's so crazy is you go there for the crash out or for the nip slip. That's it. What, are you going to blame it on me why you ain't helping her? Because you have every chance to help dig her out her situation. I mean, you over here worried about me. Go save your girl, bruh. Donate. I'm not stopping you from doing nothing. You do know what a reaction channel is, right? Channel B, that's one of those young, dumb, full of cum conversations again. See what I be talking about? I hate a dumb conversation. Talk to me about something that means something. I don't mind conversing. You mad? Now that's, wait a minute. You mad because I'm saying words that directly came out of her mouth are things I've seen her do. Wait a minute. Basically, you're mad because she's online crashing out and displaying all these bad actions and saying all these crazy things and showing the world for what she is. I'm no different than a news reporter. So you're mad because I'm hitting you with actual facts of what she do or what she say that she do online forever. How do you think I know these things? Did you ever wonder how I knew these things? How do you know what you know about her? Just saying. That's why I dropped gems. You see the gems I just dropped? And you over here defending somebody that ain't even worried about you. That's crazy. Amen, Psalm. I remember there was a time when I had broken shoelaces. When it was all said and done, my dad had much land, many homes, machinery that cost more than somebody's home. Can't nobody stop what's meant for you, but you. Man, this dressing? Y'all remember that. Can't nobody stop what is for you but you. Can't nobody stop what is meant for you but you. Hey, James. Miss Parker. She trying to come on back. I know she is. She'll be back over there. And you ain't wrong. Y'all got a history. But if you did, you did. And if you do, you do. You gotta make that decision. Can you live without her forever? Or do you need her in your life? Imagine you trying to come over here and check me and tell me something. Either that's a young conversation or you thirsty there for a nip. That's it. That is it. That ain't even no grown conversation. You know you look telling a grown up that? That might work for those other content creators. One thing I'm not gonna do, I'm not gonna have a dumb conversation. That's what that is. I should just be able to enjoy myself over here. I shouldn't have to drop gems every couple seconds just to show you how dumb as F you are. That's crazy. So nobody has no common sense. Nobody knows how nothing works. Nobody knows how life works. Nobody knows how social media works. Don't nobody know nothing. Nobody knows nothing, right? What a sad world we live in. Nobody knows nothing. Okay. All right. I'm not tripping. Crazy work, y'all. Oh my God, I gotta go all the way to the front to fax something. I should have did that before I got home. I printed out the papers though. At least I got that. Yeah, all the electronics in the front part of the house. Which I'm cool with. I don't necessarily need all that stuff back here, but my God. I do think I'm going to bring me a fax machine and a printer back here. I had to take a shower and talk to my little sister real quick. Yeah, real quick. Some don't. Deborah, I just be like, Deborah, I know sometimes you just read some of the comments, you be like, it's the dumb conversations that make me snap. Don't talk to me about dumb. It's so much going on in life. You can talk to me about anything. You on here with false truths, making stuff up, just dumb. Just dumb. I don't even have dumb conversations in real life. And once again, not because I'm better, because I don't put myself in that situation to be around a dumb. I just don't. Horrible, like every other day. But you know, I woke up today. Another day to be great. Another day to make it happen. She apologized and I said okay and kept it moving. She'll be back over there, putting it all in your life, Sean. You know how it happens. Hey, B1. Yes, you asked me about the gardening the other day. Sometimes we have to just let it go. And you know, that's my problem. I do not know. See, y'all ain't noticed that yet. You see how I turned every situation into like a learning thing? That's how you know I really do this in real life. I just cannot, something in me won't cut that off. Like, I got to try to give you some type of reasoning before you get from around me. And if you get it, you get it. And if you don't, you don't. But it's just something in me that just has to do that. I don't know what that is. I can't cut that on and off. I'm sorry, y'all. I cannot. She will never change. She ain't gonna change no time soon. People like that, they don't never do a all the way 360. And when they change, they're already old and, you know, whatever kind of, you know. It's her mindset. You know, mindsets don't change. I mean, no, let me rephrase that. Mindsets do change. But this has been her mindset for quite some time. She's not going to get out of this mindset because people continue to send her money. People continue to enable her. Let the heifer go homeless. If that's what it got to be, I don't want that for the children. But see, this is what we fail to realize. She got a whole nother baby on the way. She got 18 more years to raise this baby. Now let's throw it into effect Thomas and Momo. Is everybody going to be able to send her money and pay her rent and pay her car note and buy the kids school clothes? Can you guys guarantee you can do that for the next 18 years? Can you guarantee that? The older the berry, the sweeter the juice. Amen. Say it. Life will and is going to change. Life does not stay the same. That's right. It don't. And that's what I'm saying. So while you're sitting here enabling this young lady that is somebody's mother, this is bigger than us, okay? When we all get offline, she goes back home to those children. Well, stays in her bed with the children. But, I mean, not with the children, but that's how she mothers from her bed. Them are her children. That's her life. You know what I'm saying? Her life is always going to life her just like our life lives us. Her children are going to life her just like our children life us. You see what I'm saying? Are you going to be there for every moment of that to fix every problem? That's funny because I'm not going to fix all my children's problems. I'm not. Not even my own children. I'm not. Now, don't think I'm not going to give you the game all the way through and afterwards and all that. But I got to let you figure it out. They need undershirts, PJs, and shoes. She needs to get out of bed and mother. You know, we're worried about them. I'm not saying I don't agree, but we can't. She needs to come out of her bed and mother. She has to start there. She has to care about herself. She has to care about her kids. That's not our job. And as much as we pretend we do, when we shut this or get off or whatever it is, we go back to our own lives and we take care of ours. Let's just start there before we even worry about the other stuff. That's the reality of it. Just like when I get, okay, let's say right now, I'm on here, I'm telling you, A, B, C, D, this happened, this happened, and this happened. You guys can cash at me, and what I would never ask for it. You see, never once have I put a cash app up. If you want to donate something like that, but never once where you say, hear me say, hey, I need this, or can you give me this, or can you help me with this? It's like, you can sit here and tell me, oh my gosh, Granny, I feel so bad. I didn't know you were going through that. But once this is over, I go back to my life. This here isn't real life. We're making it real life. This isn't real life. Just like the title. Look at the title of the video. Can't nobody save me but me. I can get on here and tell you every last problem I have in real life. Your cash apps aren't going to help me. Your words of wisdom might guide me, but not really help me. Whatever it needs to be fixed, whatever it is, I have to make that happen. No matter what it is. Getting impregnated by a homeless man is out of control behavior. She ain't the first one. What? Because these young men ain't in homeless shelters. They still don't have houses. They still don't have cars. Now that's the reality. You know, everybody we know that had a baby, did their man have a house? You know, at a young age, chance that's gonna be ain't gonna be. You know, well he's old, but you know, whatever. She's just not the first. That's what we have to realize. She's not the first to do anything. She really ain't. You think she's first to have a bum boyfriend? She ain't the first to beg. She ain't the first to be low ambition. She ain't. She ain't. Is there jobs in America? There's jobs everywhere. Some are bums, that's right. Not everybody's meant to be president. Not everybody's meant to work at Walmart. It takes all of us different people to make the world work. Hold on, y'all, because my sister and her people, let me see. Lord Jesus. Let me turn that on, because boy, every conversation ain't meant to be heard now, is it? Y'all, that's why I gotta come back here. Up there is where the family is. You're gonna hear things, you're gonna see things. My business is my business. It ain't for everyone to know. If I want you to know, I will tell you. You don't need to hear every conversation. You don't need to see every person that comes to my house. You don't need to see every argument. You don't need to see what my sister got going on. You don't need to see what my nephew got going on. You don't need to see my niece running around. You just don't need to see it. My grandkids are coming back and forth. My own children are going back and forth up there. You just don't need to see it. And I'm not being funny. You know, everybody can show whatever they want on here, but it's just certain things I'm not going to do. I might give you a little sample here and there, but you're not ever going to see all of everything about me. Because like I said, can't nobody save me but me. So the point of me showing you anything is what? She ain't young no more. That's right. She ain't young. She ain't technically young. 30 is not young. And I'm first to admit that. But she's younger than me. That's all I'm saying. Hopefully we gain wisdom as we age and go through different experiences. That's right. And Deborah, you know that's a big thing I say. We learn life through making mistakes. I get that. But every mistake ain't meant to be made because these children, just like us, just like everyone else in the world, we're so busy thinking about what's going on in the present. We're not thinking about the future. We're not thinking about 10 years, 2 years from now, 4 years from now, 5 years from now. Oh, I'm happy I'm doing this right now. We're not thinking about, we're just not, you know. And once again, that's a natural thing because we're living life. But you make these decisions that alter your life in these certain ways, and then you're like, oh, woe is me. But you know what I'm saying? You can't look crazy when you created your own life. That's true because I did. Nobody did. Nobody said, you ever hear that thing, where do you see yourself from 10 years from now? You notice everybody got to think about that answer. And then they come up with some half-cocked answer. Very few actually even have the direction to tell you where they're going to be at in 10 years. Very few. And I'm sticking with that answer. We have accepted being mediocre. We have accepted struggling in life. We have accepted white, black, pink, or purple. We have accepted living from paycheck to paycheck. We've accepted having bad girlfriends just to have girlfriends. We've accepted having bad boyfriends just to say we have a boyfriend. We've stayed in marriages just to say we're married. Everybody's doing something crazy. I'm telling you. See, that's what people don't like. People don't like the fact that I tell the truth because the truth hurts. And you know how many times somebody told me the truth and it was my own father. My own father. And he put him, I'm telling you, that's why I got to where I was at a young age because he had to let me know, you think you're cute? What? That bag you got don't mean, your house don't mean, you helping people. He let me, the only thing that meant something was the fact that I was helping people and I wasn't even doing right to get that money. So in all actuality, that didn't meet in his eyes. I'm letting you know. You thought you was special because you're living better than the people your age group. Oh, you thought because you pulled up and you brought your mama some diamonds and you bought this. They ain't even want my gifts. My parents ain't never taken a gift from me. Not saying I ain't leave a couple, but 90% of the time my parents told me to get that shit out their house because it meant nothing. I wasn't impressed. They sure wasn't. So some of us get that when we're young. Some of us don't. Some of us go our whole life. If you hear people all the time, oh, look at your curtain. You see they'll pinpoint things. Oh, look at your outfit. Look, look, look. Oh, you live in the garage. Oh, they say all these things because they're so busy because they think materialistic things mean something. You can tell who's came from nothing because materialistic things mean something. Or you can tell who's had money that's never had money before. Because materialistic, I was once that person. First admit, I'm an imperfect person, okay? Now, yeah, it might have been on a different level and something someone couldn't comprehend or something that a lot of people didn't experience, but it's still the same thing. That's just it. And here's the reality. As important as money is, we spend all our life worried about our careers, worried about this, children have to stay at home, or with the babysitter while we're off work. Our children end up regretting us anyways. Our children didn't, as much as they like the big houses, the brand new cars and going where they wanted, they just really wanted their parents. You know how many friends I had growing up that their parents worked out of town and yeah, they love their dad, they love their mom, but they ain't even see them like that. It was a whole different thing, and they had some animosity towards that parent, and they feel a certain way towards that parent. And that parent was out doing what they were supposed to do to take care of that family, but all that child wanted was that parent. But the parents like, no, I got to provide. My family needs this. My kids. Once again, we've made things mean something that don't mean nothing. Because if you take me, you take AZ, you take Channel, you take Deborah, you take Felicia. You take the president. You take the best who ever done it. You take this person. You have all the rich people in the room you want. In this, is that music? In this room, in any room, in a mansion. And once you strip us all down to the nude, only thing that makes us different is our organs and our skin color. Your organs can work in mine. Mine might be able to work in yours. Your blood can work here. We're all the same. Once we've stepped outside that car, took those clothes off, took that hair off, took the eyelashes off, we're all just people. In that same room, we're all just people. Have a good day, Alex. My lady has an attitude in everything when we don't have money laying around to do whatever. I be trying to enjoy the little things. That's what it's about, the little things. I'm not going to get into relationship. I'm not going to tell you what you should do, what you shouldn't do, but I agree totally. Them decisions and whatever answer you got to come up with is for you to come up with. Now, if you were my child, I would direct you in a certain way, but I'm not going to do that. True that my boyfriend would say my curfew showed at least my mama cared if I came home. That's right. Money, such things, does not... When my father went to heaven, everything... You know, as much as you hear me say all these things my father owns, and my mother has the majority of them, I signed it over like this. It meant nothing to me. Hold on, y'all got to turn this up, man. What is going on out here? This is crazy work. Jesus. Can y'all hear that music? Can you hear it? Yes, no? Let me know real quick. Can you hear it? Be honest. Yeah, Deborah, them things didn't mean nothing to me. It didn't mean nothing to me. Because here's the thing, Deborah. If I wanted to go live in one of the houses, go live on the stuff's going to end up with my grandchildren and my children anyways. If I wanted that stuff would have been mine. I would have been living there. Them are things my father wanted. Them are things he worked for. Them are things he liked, and nothing's wrong with none of them. Anybody would be glad to have them. That's just like, say we go buy a house, right? We work our whole life for this house, and it ain't paid off. Now we go to heaven. Now our children are stuck paying off this house. They got things breaking down in the house. They got to fix this, fix that. This ain't even the house they wanted. So don't think they're going to come in and take care of what chances they're just going to sell it or lose it. That's something we worked towards. That's something we wanted. That was our desire. That was our taste, our style, our everything. It's just some jammies, honey bun. Thank you. Yeah, true story. So listen, at the end of the day, I don't care if anybody likes me or not. I'm a realist. I'm a real person. I'm an imperfect person. I can only share what I've learned in life. Now, a lot of people who watch me are my age or better or close to my age, but there are some young people that are coming across my page, and out of all these hundreds of things I said, this is how I know if I've done my job. If somebody walks away with one thing, and it might be something they might not even use for 15 years, but I put that gem in them, and that gem will be pulled out. At one point in life, they'll be like, hey, man, I remember I've done my due diligence as a grown woman. Do you hear me? I always give an example. Look how Michael Jackson went to heaven. Yep, he had it all. All people passed out his presence. Yep, true story. Like when we go to heaven, life goes on without us. If you have a man, husband, mom, kids, everybody's life goes on. Everybody. Life forces you to move on, no matter how sad you are, no matter how you hurt, whatever it is. There is something most likely mentally wrong with her, and that's fine. That is fine. She's not the first. She ain't. But with that being said, if there is something mentally wrong, and you don't take the time to find out, a lot of people go undiagnosed. And you can take somebody to every psychiatrist, counselor, whatever, and they still might not even get the right diagnosis. Do you know what? With my last child, I had to go get a lawyer. A lawyer. A lawyer. I had to go get a lawyer against a doctor. I knew my own child had autism when they didn't even know the child had autism. They wanted to blame it on everything else under the sun. And the only reason I know what autism looks like, because I've been around mental health for so long. I got more years in it than half these psychiatrists do. And that just goes to show you. That goes to show you that's a sad reality. And once again, if she did, I got children with mental health illnesses. Why do you think it was so hard to get that last diagnosis? Because my children are so much like us, you wouldn't even know. Never did DRUGS when I was pregnant, but mental health runs in our family. It does. People think, oh, this happened, you caused it. That's how it works out. That's why I don't have a bunch of children running around here. Once I had that second child, and I knew that child wasn't right, one thing about me, I'm not going to bring children into this world to make them suffer just because I want kids. Because one day I will be here. I will not be here for these kids. And that's not fair. I don't care how high functioning they are. I don't care how much they are like us. You're still bringing children into the world. They're going to struggle, even if it's just emotionally. I don't care how they look. I don't care if they're smarter than us. I don't care. And that was unfair for me. So no, that's why I don't have 2,000 children. She still dressed like a 20-year-old and eat like a teenager and acts like a teenager. Well, that's, once again, that's a lot of them 30-year-olds. It's times I dress like a teenager. So I can't necessarily judge things like that. Just like how you heard me cussing earlier. You know, this is what we have to remember. We are imperfect people. We're all going to do different things in our home. I remember once upon a time, you know, I don't want to be no liar, but my kids was eating fast food, and it doesn't matter if we were going getting $100 plate. My kids ate a lot of fast food, even though we were getting home-cooked meals. I mean, not home-cooked meals, but like home cooked type restaurant stuff, just because that's what fit in my schedule. And this went on for decades, so I can't, but I'm not big. I'm gonna tell you this, I ain't big on boxes. We ain't eating out no boxes. We ain't got a lot of processed foods. We ain't never been on that. But just because of my schedule alone, I was never able to really sit there and cook like that. I ain't gonna be no liar. So I'm not gonna act like I'm just not. And once again, you might not like the words coming out my mouth or the answers, but I can only keep it real. That's all I'm ever gonna do is keep it real. That's it. I wouldn't care if you fed your kids 3 times a day from any restaurant or any box. But as long as you did it at an appropriate time, them children ain't even eating till 8, 9, 10 o'clock. They're staying up till 1, 2, 3, 4 o'clock. Why? Because she uses them like they're her friends, her companions. She got Thomas taking care of everything. When you don't have friends and you're not happy with yourself and whatever it is, we think we're loving our children. We think we're doing this, but we're putting things on our children that ain't meant to be. We don't allow our children to be children. We steal their childhoods without even realizing we're doing it. That's one thing my father had to tell me. They were not your friends. They're not your friends. Why are your kids up late? You don't think my kids ever been up late? Oh, you want me to lie to you, right? Me of all people. I was in the streets. Listen, you call me for the right amount of money, we all got to get up. I don't care what time it is. If I'm at work, we at a restaurant, bring the boxes. I don't want to lie. My father, that's what I'm saying. Can we see your dress? Of course, someone mentioned you dressed like a teenager. No, nobody said I dressed like a teenager. Nobody said that. Nobody said that, baby. And if they did, oh well, but nobody said that, hon. Oh, gosh. No dumb conversations. I don't want to do it. Just subscribe to my channel. Subscribe. No dumb conversations. Listen, I love y'all. Let me get off here because real life is going on outside of here. And they got the speakers. It's just a lot going on. And yeah, it's just a lot going on. So, we can't do the music thing on here. We can't do none of that. So I have to get off. I tell you what, it's hard to be a YouTuber in this house. That's why I wish I would have kept that trailer that I converted into a man cave. I could be back there right now with a little fireplace on, laying on the little bed. TV's child. Oh, living my best life. Why did I sell it? Because even this ain't far enough from that. We are a loud family, y'all. So even me being back here ain't doing it. I'm still just too close. I am way too close, y'all. Thank you, Dwayne. You guys follow my page. I'm finna end the live. Thanks for being here. Thanks for all the good conversations, the dumb conversations. You guys, I'm sorry. I can't control who comes across my page. Little they know, they just keep the numbers moving. But okay, let's talk about it. But I'm glad for those that are able to converse as adults. I'm glad for those that understand that we're allowed to have different feelings, different thoughts. We don't have to hate each other because we don't think alike. So that's a grown-up conversation right there. Those that understand you can like this person. I ain't got to like this person, but I can still like you. And not talk about anybody particular, but I just like somebody that has that understanding. And most of the people that end up over here and stay over here, they have that understanding. Or maybe we might agree about something or think the same about certain things. So to all you people, you rock. I love you. And to everybody else who came, I love you guys the same. Listen, don't disrespect me. I won't disrespect you. Happy Thursday, you guys. We almost made it through the week. And that's really why I came here. Just to tell you, hey, life is life and that's all. It's Thursday. Can't nobody help us but us. You as a true lady, I love that. Can't nobody really help you but you. So whatever you need in life, a better job, to be a better person, being with your kids, being with your spouse, somebody can talk to you all day long. And I'm just once again giving examples. You yourself have to put in the work because nobody's going to make it happen but you. Sometimes we are our own worst enemies without even knowing it. So with that being said, happy early Friday. Happy it is Thursday. I love you guys. May you guys have the best night ever. And may you guys have the best day ever. Tomorrow, best weekend if I don't see you, turn on your notification bell so you can see my videos. Any video I'm doing will be a life lesson on somebody. It could be a rapper. It could be whoever. You know, it's just what I do. I'm not going to change who I am. I'm not going to come on here spraying myself, bashing myself, begging, pleading. I'm not going to do that. So either you like it or you don't. Love you guys. Have a good day, Dwayne. Follow my page. Love you guys. Love you, love you, love you. Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's almost Friday. We made it. Bye, guys. Love you. Love you. Good night. Good night, guys.